Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the latest episode of the Armchair podcast. And what a week of Premier League football we have had. We've just finished watching the Liverpool United game, and what a game that was, honestly. Josh, initial thoughts?
Big. It's huge.
It is huge.
That's all I can say. All of those superlatives: big, massive, huge, giant, large. Gargantuan.
Yeah, it was a huge result, and honestly, like I had a feeling that I don't know. No one had a feeling. I was about to say we had a feeling that United win. No one had a feeling United was going to win, and Liverpool, obviously, they've been on this bad run of form, but like that was the best hate watch in the world for me as an Arsenal fan. Yeah. What a hate watch that was, because they go 1-0 down in the second minute, and I literally jump off out of my seat like it's an Arsenal goal, which is so funny. And then in the back of my hand, I'm like, calm down, like Liverpool are going to score.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then when Liverpool equalise, in your head, and already you're thinking like the game's over. Yeah. Like obviously Liverpool are going to come and score. He makes all those attacking substitutions, and then this moment happens just before, by the way, Gary Neville says, I think I can see a United goal in this. And I turned to you and I was like, Gary Neville just said he can see a United goal in this. We both started laughing. Then this happens.
Back in by Fernandes.
I don't know what that noise is at the end. I think that's just someone going absolutely mental.
That's Gary Neville.
But honestly, like, the absolute scenes. To be a United fan right now, it must feel so amazing because they've had nothing to celebrate. And it almost feels like...
Nothing to smile about in their lives.
Yeah, feels like they've won the league or something. Must feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get carried away if I was a United fan, but good performance. It kind of makes you think, though, at the same time, you know, when Arsenal were bad, I used to always think if we had a good result, why can't we play like this every week? And to an extent, like, there were things that happened today where you think, why couldn't United just kind of do that a bit more? But huge, massive for United. I didn't think they were going to get anything. So
I think Slot got it massively wrong. Like I know Liverpool have been playing pretty poor, but number one, they didn't play very well to start with. I thought Man United started better, and then Liverpool grew into the game. But I think Slot panicked and he just chucks loads of attackers on, like with no real structure. And to be fair, it worked because they did score a goal, but it also left them wide open at the back. And we've seen him do this at the start of the season. And a lot of people were complimenting him, you know, and we said that Arteta had the handbrake on and he was quite safe. And he'd bring on defensive players to try and shore it up and not. This is why some managers do that now. Because you can see the huge disadvantage to throwing all your best players on the pitch and leaving yourself exposed to set pieces. We see it time and time again where Arteta will sub Mascara on in the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes of a game to prevent, for example, when we're at Newcastle away. And look, United, fair play to Amorim. They've got some big players. He put Sesko on, he was a handful, and Maguire with the set-piece goal. Set pieces are massive in the league, mate. Coming from set-piece FC over here, you need to be good at set pieces. And also, as we've seen from Forest yesterday as well, set pieces, man. I'm telling you, like, it's Liverpool's downfall this season. So yeah, I just think it was poor from Slot, and then some performances from Liverpool as well were really poor. Like Van Dijk, I thought for the first goal it was shocking. I don't know what you thought about that, but
I mean, two things to reply to what you said about Slot. I think two things. The first one is the substitutions, obviously, but I'll probably talk about, I don't know why I've said that first, because what I was going to say is that I think the way the squad is built and also how he plays, to me, doesn't lend itself. It's just too attacking. Like, I think there's not anyone other than Gravenberch that kind of does that mopping up, like all around, kind of like an all-round midfield role. Zoboszlai does it a bit. McAllister does a bit as well, but I don't think any of them are really... Gravenberch can do it, but I don't think that's even his forte. I think they really lack having like a really solid defensive midfielder. So that's not... I mean, it is partly Slot's fault, because I don't know why they've not recruited one. They were linked to Zubimendi the season before. They didn't get him, thank God. But I think that is what's lacking in their squad. I think that's why Van Dijk is struggling. But about the substitutions, I think he got it massively wrong. And what I think it is that he's been... And what was so satisfying about this result is that it's everything we've been saying. A lot of people have been saying about Liverpool have kind of like been expected. They were plain to see there. You know, far too attacking, defensive frailties, basketball game, and you're going to get caught out. And yes, they've got a good attack, but when they don't score, which they didn't against Palace, like they didn't score the goals that they should have, and when they didn't take the chances today, you get caught out when you don't have a good defence. And there you go. Like, for me, it felt a bit of vindication today, because I was like, I've been saying this last season, and I've been saying it at the start of this season, that they are going to get caught out week after week defensively. And they are.
Yeah, I thought Van Dijk was exposed in this game. Konate actually outperformed him for once. I think there was a good piece of commentary by Gary Neville where it was like, Van Dijk's been holding Konate's hand, but in this game, it's the opposite way around. The first goal was shocking from Van Dijk. He elbows McAllister in the head, and to be fair, that can happen, but miscommunication, to be fair. But as a centre-back, you should be shouting for it. And then, once he elbows him, he's slow to that. He goes, maybe he's in two minds, to be fair. Like, I wonder if McAllister's okay. So, yeah, we'll let him off for that. He's slow. But then United are on the attack. It's dangerous. And he just drifts off and he doesn't actually go for Mbeumo. And then he just points at Konate and says, that's your man, even though Konate's nowhere near him and he's obviously clearly got the other United player. And then he just goes through on goal and scores. And I'm just like, that is, it's awful defending.
Wasn't his best moment, was it?
Yeah, and then obviously when that goes and you think, they'll get back into the game. And they didn't really play free-flowing football.
I don't think they played bad.
Salah's off it, though. Salah's off it, too. Okay. You got to admit, though.
Well, let's talk about Salah in a sec. But I think for most of the game, Liverpool played a very Liverpool performance. I don't think they were bad. I think they made a lot of chances. Gakpo could have scored a couple. I think they hit the post quite a few times. I actually thought Liverpool weren't that bad, which was what made the substitutions for me a little bit more confusing, is because I kind of thought, well, hold on, I thought they were playing all right, and then he just threw the kitchen sink at it. But yeah, Salah, I mean, yeah, there's something not quite right there either, is there?
Yeah, I agree. Look, they played okay, but they played like a basketball team, and people have said this before, like the game was way too erratic. For a team that's supposed to be competing for the title with all those key players, star players, they should just take the time and then hope that Ekitike or, to be fair, Gakpo was class. Yeah, but yeah, Gakpo or they've got enough players where if they just passed it around the box and created some openings, they could easily win a game based on the players attacking talent they've got on the pitch. Yeah. But instead, it feels like they go gung-ho with these Kirkes who's flying up there, and it feels wrong. And I think Liverpool fans know that. I think Slot knows that. And there is no balance. There is no balance in that team whatsoever. And I thought it was very telling that he left out Wirtz, who actually was pretty good when he came on. And he was one of the reasons they scored the first goal, because he was a handful in the box. He's very good in tight spaces, but it's... Yeah, sorry, Josh. But
No. Just to jump in, sorry to cut you off, but I think...
Yeah, you should apologise for that.
Yeah, no, listen, I got it massively wrong there, and I apologise, but we'll work on that in the training ground, which is what Liverpool needs to work on. A bit of chemistry up front. Sometimes it looks like they've not really gelled yet as well.
They probably haven't. Straight off an international break as well. No. And let's be honest, I think the United players are used to Amarim's world-class system. I think that was the difference.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Amarim, yeah, good day. But going back to the Liverpool thing and Wirtz, I think... Obviously, Wirtz is under a lot of criticism right now, and like rightly so to an extent, because he costs so much and you're always going to be criticised. I don't think he's been that bad. He's just not had that much end product. But I think he's, again, like the victim of the fact that they've got some similar profiles. Well, not similar, but they've got like, McAllister's quite a lightweight, he's a bit tricky and he's very technical. Szoboszlai is not like, he could play in that position as well. I just don't really know why they bought Wirtz. I didn't think that they needed a cam, personally. I thought
it's not just Wirtz, though, is it? It's Ekitike, who looked class when he came on. Isak looks off it, and Salah looks off it. But we talked about this on the last podcast, and it quite got... I think Newcastle fans are loving it as well, the fact that Isak's not slotting in. And it is pretty funny, to be fair, to watch them. And it was a very successful hate watch. But in terms of United, I think it was good to see Slabhead score a goal. And he's United as in general, and Maguire have been getting a lot of stick for the past few years and basically gone through this whole banter era. And I just feel so nice that they're actually... something's gone right for them. And
Yeah,
I'm saying that as an
yeah.
Arsenal fan, which is it's like you shouldn't be saying this, but they've been so bad that I think you need to let them have the moment.
We'll let them have a day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, I think it's because they're so shit that I just think, well, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So if they got good again, I wouldn't, obviously, I wouldn't be happy if they won. But
No,
it just
but they're
suits
shit.
on. It suits us.
So it's sort of like Fulham, where it feels like an underdog story.
Yeah.
Which it is a massive
To be
underdog
fair,
story.
with Maguire, yeah, he's obviously had a pretty rotten time at United. Generally, I'd say if you look at his whole career there, but fair play to him. Like he's stuck with it. He's not left. He's took the criticism.
One of the best players.
And yeah, you know what? He always puts a shift in. That's one thing that you can never say about Maguire is that he doesn't try. He always has. And he's good when he's when you play him how he should be played. If he's defending in his own box, if he's in the other box, he's great in both boxes. We've seen that for England as well. He's good, but if you expose him, then he is. I'm not going to be on here and saying Harry Maguire's a world class centre back, but when you play him in the right system, well, he's world class at.
No, I'm joking.
World class at set pieces.
He's good. He's really good. Yeah, he's a handful. I like him, and
I like that he's got a good character.
Man United fans, what's your thoughts on this?
Second half of the season, we're doing a title charge.
What do you think it's on? With
top four charge.
with Amarin's system now bedded in, because that was the problem, wasn't it? That his system needs time to bed in, and now it's all clicked. It's all come together. You see it dismantled Liverpool. No, I'm joking.
Seriously though, like with that squad and with the fact that he's been there over a year, and also the fact that like Sunderland and Crystal Palace are quite up there. They should be pushing for Europe.
Too early
this
to
year.
judge.
They have to push for Europe.
Too early to judge, because I said they're not going to finish in the top 10.
I think they'll finish in the top 10.
I'm still not convinced by this system of the full-backs and the five at the back. I think it's a bit weird, but I think if they had better players, I think the system could actually work. I just think actually the players that they've got, like compared to Ten Hag, what he was playing, they need another window where they don't spend about 200, 300 million on midfielders and attackers, and they actually spend some money on the defence. So they had a strange window, in my opinion. They just needed like one or two attackers and the most of the money on the defence, but they went the other way.
To be fair,
but
though,
I think it could work.
I think that recruitment was needed. If you looked at United fans were screaming, and this is something that wasn't really talked about in the media. I don't think they actually really struggled to score goals last season. A lot of their games they just didn't put chances away. And you disagree, but I think Mbeumo and I think Cunha are really good players. I think they'd massively improve United, and I think they showed today like Mbeumo's great finish, and I think Sasco will be all right in time. So
Sasco looks decent.
Genuinely, I am not.
Tesco.
I think United could obviously finish outside the top 10, because they are so inconsistent. But I do think that they could. I could easily see them in the top 8 this season, which is kind of hilarious that we've been having this discussion about United, but
it's just where they are right now.
It's just who we are, mate.
Fortunately, it's just who we are, mate. I've got that somewhere. Just give me a second.
It's just who we are, mate.
There you go.
It's just who we are.
That was crucial that we got that in.
Yeah, I think so. But just back to Liverpool. How concerned are you now? Is the title over for you?
I'm not concerned. I'm happy. Yeah.
No. I'm saying to Liverpool fans.
Sorry.
Just listen, Jesus Christ.
Well, I didn't know you were talking to me. I was like, who the fuck's this guy talking to?
No, but is this over, Liverpool fans? Is the title over now? Because it is bad to lose to this Man United team at Anfield. For me, it's a disaster, this should not happen in a title-winning season. So for me, bold prediction, but you're done. You're not winning the title this year. You cannot lose to Man United at home. It was also not just a loss. It's not like, they got lucky and, you blew them away. Yes, you were the better team, but they had some really good spells and they probably overall deserved, I wouldn't say deserved to win, but they deserved at least a draw. And you were poor. And I think it is over for you now. I'm not sure what you think, Josh, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're in a title race with us and City. I don't think.
No,
it's
I think they'll
happen.
be there. I think they'll be
Really
there.
after that.
Yeah, I think they will.
I'm not convinced at all.
I think they'll be better. I think they'll pick up steam at some point. I also don't think they've had some hard fixes sprinkled in there. I don't know. I think if they need a bit of time, but something could happen. I don't. They've got so many good players that. I don't know. I think it's not this result personally. I think you can lose to United in this kind of game. I think it's just they've been really poor, like overall, and they look really, the balance of the team is so bad. So that's why I think maybe I don't have what it takes to win a title right now. Yeah.
So you just said that they are going to be a title race, but then you said
I don't think they'll win it. No, because I think that we're better. But I don't think it's because of this game. If you know what I mean. I
actually don't think they're going to be in a title race.
Really?
Because
they're only 3 points behind.
Yeah, I know, I understand, but I just think if you look at the Crystal Palace result, you look at this result, I've not been convinced by them at all season. And yes, they've picked up points because they are Liverpool and they've got good players, but I've not been convinced by the system. I think there's too many players in there that are selfish. I think Salah's probably going to have an off season because of too many players and the chemistry.
Well, I don't see
the unless it clicks within a couple of weeks, the next couple of game weeks, they're going to drop off too much to the point where they're going to. Do you know what I mean?
That is true.
How often can it? So 2 more games. If they drop points, if they drop points in the next 2 to 3, even the next 5 games, if they're dropping like 3 to 6 points. And Arsenal or City get maximum points. They're going to be out of it.
Well,
to the point where they can't claw it back.
If they lose in the next 4 fixtures,
and I think they will. I think they'll
win
it. I think they'll lose.
They drop 3 to 6 points.
Yeah.
4 to 6, let's say. I think.
Yeah. So if Liverpool fans are.
I'm rapidly falling out of love with football.
It's just poor from them. All right. Shall we move on then?
Yeah, let's move on.
We'll move on to Forest versus Chelsea. Because I know this podcast is called the Armchair podcast, and usually we don't actually go to games, but we both went to games at the weekend. I went to watch Forest, thanks to Viper Sports. Fuad, shout out if you're listening. Managed to get us tickets to the game, which was awesome. Well, it wasn't awesome. It was shit for me. And he was a Chelsea fan in the home end of Forest. So for any Forest fans listening to this, please don't kill him. But to be fair, he didn't really say anything. We made ourselves quite anonymous. But I really enjoyed it. And I actually think Forest is probably one of the best grounds in the Premier League in terms of the walk there. The atmosphere was great. And before the game, weirdly enough, I think that the crowd they did back the team, to be fair. They did back it. And Forest played really well. So I'll just give you an insight into what the atmosphere was like in the build-up to the game. This was me. This was me in the depths. I quite like that. I quite like the...
You like that? Why don't you go from that into a post-match analysis? Oh, no,
No, I'm not going into
that would have been good.
Oh, would it go...
faded in the post-match analysis.
Oh, No, because I was going to talk about the atmosphere and then do my post-match analysis, because I think it's best to talk about the game. So I was actually there to witness live Premier League football. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, imagine
I've actually left this. I don't watch it from my TV.
Yeah, we actually usually chained up in here. So.
But yeah, obviously the big news was that Ange was sacked, which is pretty funny.
Or sad, or both.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of both. Shortest amount of time as a Premier League manager if you take out Sam Allardyce, which he was only brought in to do. It's not counted. So he is the shortest serving Premier League manager of all time.
Pretty much.
And it's... What the hell's going on with this?
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. It's
what we're
going to be till as long as I'm here.
Wasn't very long.
His post-match, one of the interviews before the game was like, he was giving it the big one, wasn't he? Because I think he knew he was gone, and he was saying stuff. Yeah, he was just in his interview.
I'm not actually considering.
Yeah, he was saying stuff like, I've gotten this stuff like I always win a trophy and in my second season, and it's like, well, you didn't even get a second season. You didn't even get to 20 games, mate.
Celtic. I'm not going to go into that because that doesn't count.
But
honestly,
I actually think looking at the game, he was a bit unlucky. Chelsea, by the way, you were terrible in the first half. Gusto in midfield was shocking. I don't know why he's playing there.
Why is he there?
The lineup that Chelsea played was so weak, and to be fair, it's good management from Rascarilli, but it nearly backfired because I think easily, honestly,
Did they have suspensions then or injuries?
No. Like he just didn't want to play. He was resting Caicedo. He rested a couple of other players. He didn't start Esteval, which I think Esteval, to be fair.
Wait, who they got the Champions League?
Yeah, they've got the Champions League, and I think they'll probably want to do well in that. And he probably thought, to be fair, which he was right to think, we're going to easily win this game because Forest is shit, and he was right. Because Forest didn't take the chances. There were honestly. There was a few chances in the first half where Forest could have easily gone 1 or 2-0 up. They didn't take the chances. He makes changes at half time. Literally, I was just trying to get a pie, and I didn't even come out, and they'd scored in the first minute of the second half. Then a set piece, and then another set piece. I don't know why he hasn't got a set piece coach, Ange. Why has he not brought a set piece coach with him, or why does he not have one? Just seems like he just doesn't care about them.
It was similar for Tottenham, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was.
I think they conceded loads of. I mean, when we played,
they conceded so many set pieces.
He's
stubborn.
You have to, exactly. You have to adapt, and he doesn't.
To be fair, he did adapt in this game. He started a back five. He played the big man up top, but it could have worked.
The big man.
But yeah, they're number 9 at one year. Yeah, and he honestly was a bit crap. He was good at holding the ball up, but it was a bit crap. But yeah, Forest ultimately. It's probably for. I know you shouldn't really wish your team to lose, but I think it was for the best. I think he was going to get sacked at one point or another anyway.
It was never going to work, was it?
No, and now they're probably going to get a decent manager in. We've heard Mancini. Who else have we heard? Sean Dyche. But very similar profiles.
Profiles there, and similar.
It makes me wonder: does that owner have a fucking clue what he's doing if he's shortlisted Mancini alongside Sean Dyche?
To be fair, I think Sean Dyche is just from Notts.
Smokescreen.
Yeah. He's always about Nottingham, so the fucking Daily Mail probably went, he's linked.
I was saying a great, fantastic appointment would be Sas Fabregas.
No, that's what Will said.
No. I said this to Will on the car on the way back. That was my shout. I said this when we was walking after the game. I said, even before the game. Yeah. I gave him a lift home. But I saw Chris Morel there as well. Shout out to Chris Morel if you're listening. You're a legend. Thanks for listening if you are.
Is he a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, that's the funny thing about Chris. He's a Forest fan, but he's also a Chelsea fan. And you make me fucking sick. You're a sick bastard.
Sick.
Sicko.
But yeah.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah, it is. It is a disgrace. Fucking pick one.
But no, so he spent 70 quid to watch Forest lose 3-0, but I didn't feel sorry for him because he's a Chelsea fan. But he's not a Chelsea fan. But
Hold
anyway.
on. Yeah, so... Going back to Ange, if we go back to Ange as well, right? So, what the fuck just happened, if you think about it? Because, how do you go from where they were, at the end point of last season, to this?
It's just who we are, mate.
Sorry, I thought there was a second part.
No.
I don't get how that goes so badly. Like, how it all went to pot with Nuno so quickly. How you bring in a new sporting director who brings in Ange, and then you sack him, and then you were going to bring in probably someone that's defensive again. I just think, where's the logic? What happened? It's just shit. And Marinakis
is a really funny character though in football. I'm kind of glad he's in the league because he's such a funny character.
He's hilarious.
Also, this is nowhere near your mouth.
What do you mean? It is.
It is now, but it wasn't.
What do you mean? You're really annoying. You have to edit this out. You keep doing that, but it's dead annoying when I'm trying to speak because it just puts me off. But yours is nowhere near your mouth.
No.
Yours is louder.
No, I can hear it. It's not louder. They're exactly the same.
I don't know what more you want me to do. I'm literally just doing the exact same thing.
That sounds better now.
That's what I was doing.
No, it was a bit higher.
Oh my god, it's so annoying.
Than your mouth.
God, fuck's sake. Yeah, right. Fucking hell. I'm sure anyone can tell.
Baby.
It's fucking annoying though.
Baby.
Right. Anyway.
Baby.
I think that was a bit of an overreaction, don't you guys? And I'm leaving that in because it just shows that he's a
leave
big
it in.
Baby.
Fuck me.
This is
Please
what he's
do.
like to work with. It's horrible. I'm just trying to make this podcast as good as it can be, guys. I'm
Yeah,
trying
you
to
know
make
what's really good on the podcast?
Baby.
When people like move your mics about while you're
because
trying to fucking speak.
Because it was like up pointing at the ceiling. You
Baby.
Was it? Yours is.
Nah, it's fine. Trust me, it's fine.
Now.
It's fine. Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that. I think Sass could. They're not going to get Sass, but that would be so funny if they got someone. Should have got Jack Wilshere, mate. But no, it will be interesting to see who the higher Forest next. And for Chelsea, can't really read much into that. I think Maresca's a lucky man not to actually give Ange's first win because I think they were terrible in the first half. Looked good when they came on. Caicedo is a decent player, obviously, very good. He's been good this season. He made the difference when he came on. But yeah, it wasn't. Chelsea were a bit lucky with that Neto free kick and decent performance from them, but honestly, like not too impressive. So
I don't rate Chelsea,
not really scared of them this season. I think, yeah, it'll be top four for Chelsea. Chelsea. The away fans were decent. They do this thing though, and it's really shit, where they go, "We're gonna bounce in a minute. We're gonna bounce in a minute," and then they all go bounce, and then they're all bouncing around. Then that finished, and like all the Forest fans were just like, I looked at them and I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Constantly, it is funny though, because when you sit there, like they're all just like Chelsea, they're all just like, I'm sat there,
Yeah.
and sometimes you lock eyes with one of the away fans. I'm just looking around, and then he goes, fuck off. And I'm like, mate, I'm not like.
I don't give a shit.
It's so
I'm
funny.
not even. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Oh god, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea. I guess away fans are usually good, aren't they? They tend to be good. I went to Stamford Bridge and I thought they were crap. The Chelsea fans. So, I tell you who does travel well and who are good away fans. Mansfield Town. I was in Kenilworth Road in Luton for Jack Wilshere's first game.
Jesus.
Which was a special treat, and Luton Town lost 2-0 to the Mighty Yellows. So Stags go marching on. That was my weekend. Yeah. So
sounds like a good weekend.
Absolute fixtures there.
I just want to play this clip to the reaction of. I don't know how good this clip is, but I recorded this when I came out of the ground.
Their lineup to start with wasn't even
Oh, sorry, my bad.
that great.
I can't even fucking. I need to. This soundboard needs work, mate.
And the goals they conceded was so slow.
Oh, I don't know how to. I
He's had a
can't
nightmare. Leave
restart.
this in too.
I fucking hate this podcast. I don't even know why we do it.
I'm rapidly falling out of love with football.
The title, the fucking, we've gone too far.
It was like a corner and a free kick. It wasn't even. It's just. Yeah, it's poor. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see who they get next. Hopefully, for their sake, it's not Sean Dyche. But yeah, it was funny to go to the game.
Shut up, you twat. I want to play this bit.
Literally, everyone's cheering because he's been sacked because it's just been announced.
Basically, man, when we came out of the stadium, I could have just fucking said
could have
this.
just fucking said
But
this.
It was on the way out, and some bloke was like, he's been sacked. Like, because he thought we
like
were
that
Forest
bloke,
fans.
that
He
was
was on
outside
5
of,
Live. We were listening to it. He was like, he's been sacked. And I was like, what? And then
I'm
literally we
hearing
heard.
now it's Allegri.
Yeah. And then he was an insider. And then literally you could hear it. You could hear on the Trent. We were nowhere near the Trent. Everyone go, "Hooray," as he was sacked. So that's how elated Forest fans were. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Elated.
But yeah, I've had a bit of a nightmare with the soundboard and also
It's been a fucking
just Josh being a bit of a
Baby.
But yeah, so bear with us, guys. A bit of a technical difficulty. But yeah, let's go on to Arsenal versus Fulham because
We're going to win the Champions League! I'm telling you!
what do you think about the performance of Arsenal?
to
We
be
are
fair-
sitting pretty at the top of the league.
I didn't watch it. I listened to it because I was on the way back from Luton, which was quite a festival for the ears because tell you what, it was fucking dull on the old earphones. The most exciting part was when Calafiori scored that disallowed goal because on the comms on 5 Live it sounded like he'd scored like one of the best goals ever, and I was like, fuck's sake, I can't believe that. I mean, it was a good goal. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal. Are you looking at my mic again?
No,
You are.
I'm not. I'm looking
it's
at you.
It's so annoying because I'm like speaking and I'm like, I know he's thinking about how my mic's positioned.
Baby.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, from what I pieced together from Match of the Day and listening to 5 Live, we were all right. I actually think Fulham were probably better than us.
This moment in time.
And I think we got lucky with set piece. Not lucky, but
I don't
we
think
scored
Fulham were better than us. They weren't. So obviously there's an issue with the audio.
No, I don't think we played very well.
Okay.
Right, come on. And even from the discourse,
No, we
didn't
did play well.
Did we?
Yeah, we played.
Why? How? We didn't make anything.
So every game, yeah, we did. We created quite a decent amount of chances. You could
but
tell
so
you only
Fulham did.
audio
Yeah, but
listening
Fulham
to.
did.
Yeah, they did, but it was through us giving the ball away.
Yeah, we were sloppy. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
think we played that
actually
well.
created. Saka, by the way, was unbelievable in this game. He was absolutely,
Yeah.
honestly, he was unreal. Like
0 goals or assists.
But what the fuck?
I'm only joking.
No, honestly, he was really
that's what
good.
people say
He
about
was
Gyökeres.
he was really, really good. He carried the team really, and he deserved the man of the match. And yeah, obviously it shouldn't have been a penalty. He was fearing about that, but it wasn't a penalty.
No.
But yeah,
Well, yeah, no, it wasn't.
no, we played well. Yes, we didn't score from open play, and it was set piece FC again. Ole.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like we were the better team, and we
But,
did
yeah,
deserve to
for
win.
the record,
we did deserve
I
to
don't
win.
really give
Look
a
at the
shit.
stats at the end of the game.
Yeah, for the
You
record,
fool.
I don't really care if we played well or not. We won, so that's all I give a shit about.
Jesus, next time watch the game, mate.
Well, I'm just saying.
fraud.
Like, I don't think it's that in the comments. People, from what I've read as well, I don't think we played exceptional.
We weren't exceptional. We played well. We deserved to win that game.
Okay, fair enough.
And I don't know. I think the main talking point from the game, to be fair, because it was pretty dull affair, but that's what champions do. They're just boring and they just grind out results a bit like City did back in the day. I think Gyökeres is the main talking point because that's 9 games in all comps now for club and country without a goal.
I'm sick of talking about Gyökeres.
All right, let's just move on.
No,
then.
I'm joking.
it's
No,
all
talk
right.
about Gyökeres. No, we can talk about Gyökeres. I'm kind of, because I'm sick of talking about Gyökeres because I don't think he's doing anything wrong. Yes, he's gone 9 games without, but it's 9 games club and country for starters, and Sweden have been really bad. He's played well, I think, in most of the games. I think he's doing stuff. He's not useless. He missed. Yes, he could have taken that chance, or he could have done better with one of the chances or a couple. But he's just desperate for a goal, isn't he? And I think when he calms down a bit, he'll score. Let's not forget that Kai Havertz, who everyone seems to love now.
Oh,
because,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's true. He struggled to score until we gave him a fucking penalty for free.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
But Gyökeres has
thing.
scored.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm
it's
just
not
talking
even the
about
same.
it as more of a general conversation about his performance. And
Okay.
it can't carry on like this anyway, can it?
It can.
In what way?
Well, the goal scoring drought.
Yeah, no, it won't. I don't think it will.
It can.
No, it probably won't, to be fair. So, but I think his overall play in the game was good, to be fair. He got a couple of shots off. You can tell he's desperate for a goal. There was one bit where the ball comes over the top and he takes a great touch and he shrugs off the defender. And I think if it was prime Gyökeres when he was full of confidence, he would have slotted that in, but he blazes it just over the bar. So, yeah, I think it'll come. I just think he probably needs a bit of confidence. He just needs another goal and then he'll get there. But I think his overall play, running down the channels, creating space for the players, is good. And I think it gives us that extra threat and that extra dimension that I think we've been missing with Havertz, who tends to drop deep.
Are you? Well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of criticism about Gyökeres' play, though. Like, I see a lot of people I see a lot of people say he's not got any techers.
It's not warranted.
No?
It's not warranted. No, I don't think it's warranted. Yeah, Havertz has got way more techers.
I think it's just because he looks a bit fat.
But I think his runs and his positioning, it's a lot different. He's a different type of player, isn't he, to Havertz? So Havertz would drop deep, he'd get involved in the build-up play. We don't need that. We've literally got Eberici Eze sat there who can link it all together.
I mean,
we don't need,
no
and I like having a striker. I just like having a striker.
This is what's so interesting, and it's I said it in the last pod about strikers. They're just unfairly criticised. Eze's not really lit the world on fire, has he?
Let's talk about Eze. Let's talk about strikers. I think Eze's been. Eze's been good though in his general overall play. Yeah,
he wasn't very good. He wasn't good last night.
Yeah,
he wasn't good in the Champions League. I don't think.
Jesus
no, but
Christ,
why are we obsessed with talking about Gyökeres?
Because he's been brought in to score goals and he's only scored 3.
Yeah, how many? What has Eze done? 3 assists, isn't it?
I think Eze's been
what's
good.
the difference?
I think Eze's been really good. But no, I'm just Josh. It's just a podcast. It's what we do.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you, the fucking one that's talking about. You're on Sky talking about Gyökeres all the time, are you? I'm talking about
because strikers, because a Cam. It's obvious. It's common sense. Strikers are brought in to score goals. When they go on a run without scoring, you go, oh, I wonder why he's not scoring. With Eze, it's like he's not expected to score. He's just expected to play well.
But he's not played that well. That's my point.
Right, what do you want him to do?
Well, but I feel like he's...
What's Foden doing?
What we're talking about Arsenal. Why are we talking about Foden?
I know, because I'm comparing him to other Cams in the league. What other Cam? If you look at the goal scoring charts, you got Semenyo, Voltemaider, Haaland, Ekitike. There's no Cams on there.
Hold on.
No one's scoring goals from midfield.
I just don't think that Eze's been... He's not shown his best yet. This is not a criticism of Eze, by the way, in the sense that I think he's bad.
Mate.
What? I don't think it's a crazy thing to say. I don't think he's fully gelled right in the team, and I think we're going to see the best of Eze probably towards a few. We need a few more games, and he probably towards the middle of the season, towards the end, I think he'll be a lot better.
Don't forget, Eze has come from Crystal Palace, where he stood out a mile because he's obviously the best player in that team.
So Gyökeres in the
but what I'm saying is, exactly, and that's why they both don't look as good because they're playing for an Arsenal team that's stacked with quality. That's why. That's why. Like I reckon, if he was still at Palace, he'd still look amazing because he's at Palace. No disrespect to Palace.
No, but I understand.
The
system, though.
Yeah, of course, the system's different, isn't it? Different players. He gets more. We have more of the ball, so the ball's shared, whereas everything would go through him. Okay. Now it doesn't. It goes to Saka a lot of the time. He's sharing it.
So, but all I'm saying to you is, and I just don't know if you'd agree or not. Do you feel like there's just some positions and some players? I just think right now Gyökeres is just so unfairly criticised compared to someone like Eze. I feel like all the
I'm not.
Focus
I don't think anyone's
criticised.
I think it's just a general. It was just a general discussion. I think some people. I don't think anyone's heavily criticising him. I think they probably expected him to probably score more goals by now. That's all. Yeah. I think I don't think they're criticising his attitude and how he plays. I think it's more they just expected him to score more goals. I think he's done everything right apart from the goals.
I don't know. Personally, I think if we put a clip about Gyökeres, a lot of people would give him a lot of criticism. I think Henry was criticising him. There's been some criticism. People think he looks a bit sloppy with his touch. He's not got a good technique and stuff like that.
Neither is Haaland though.
Yes,
Haaland got that. Haaland got that shit at the start when he came to City. Everyone was saying he plays like a League One player, but everyone said that he's link-up play and everything, and his general play was shit. And that doesn't matter. You're a striker. You brought him to score goals. At the end of the day, he's not been scoring. He's on a bit of a dry spell. That was the debate. It wasn't the debate about his play. He's a striker. I don't want him to... He's not Isak. I don't want him to dribble past players and do flicks and tricks. I just need him to fucking score goals.
I don't know. I just get really fed up with football discourse because I'm like, why does your striker need to score goals?
Fuck me, you're so annoying.
But why does it matter?
I'm rapidly falling out of love with football.
As long as your team wins games, though, why?
Jesus Christ.
No, do you know what I'm saying, though?
No.
Do you not get what I'm saying?
No. You've lost your head.
Why have I?
Can we go on to...
As long as your team... No, seriously. I'm asking this question.
Let's just talk about...
Right, no. I'm asking this question.
Fuck me.
No, let me ask the question. If your team plays well, do you care if your striker's not scoring? Why does it matter? That's just a question. Shoot me.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird take. But I think what we're going to do is talk about I've just deleted all my notes. No, I haven't. Strikers.
Yeah, let's actually forget about what I'm talking about. Let's now rank strikers.
No. Because I think, right, on the general discussion, most strikers are struggling right now. So what I had down on my notes, right? Mateta is on 5 goals. Right, and Haaland's on 11, by the way, which is a joke, obviously, but Haaland's Haaland.
Most strikers are struggling.
Yeah, they are. Because if you look, Mateta scored 5 goals, and the next person below that is Ekitike on 3.
Okay.
And Gyökeres on 3. So, number one, why is Haaland so good right now for City?
Yeah.
Is he? And number 2, why do you think the other strikers in the league aren't doing as well as him?
Okay. Well, I think there's a weird coincidence between... this is like my City theory anyway, is that when City brought in Haaland, they weirdly became a bit worse. even though they won trophies, I don't know if this is crazy, but I'm going to get absolutely destroyed for this.
Fuck me.
I think they actually became worse in terms of their overall like play. They weren't. I think the City teams pre-Haaland were actually better.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They won the treble though with him.
Yeah,
so
I know they did.
That was the best City team.
But I think now we're seeing like their entire play seems very much geared around giving him kind of chances and things like that. Like he's scoring pretty much all of their goals right now. Like he is. And I would rather
spread the load.
Spread the load, because the thing is, Haaland doesn't seem to get injured, but if he did, then you've got a serious fucking
So is that why do you think that their whole game plan revolves around getting him the ball as much as possible?
I think.
Whereas at Arsenal, it's, Saka and Eze can score, Rice can score. At Liverpool, you've got so many players that can score. At Chelsea, it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why does Arteta keep playing? If Gyökeres is that bad, Mikel Merino would probably score more goals than Gyökeres right now. But what Gyökeres brings to us is he allows... It's no coincidence that Saka is having such a good spell, I think, because I think what Gyökeres does, he takes up two defenders in the middle. He doesn't need to play well for us to be good. I think he just needs to sit in the middle, be a big bastard, and soak loads of shit up and make runs and let Saka and let our wingers and Eze and all these actual brilliant players do really well. Yes, I would like if
I think he still needs to score at least 15 goals in the league, though, or it will be seen as a failure because he is a striker. I think the reason why Haaland's so good at the minute, that, but also City are not getting as much respect, and teams aren't sitting as deep as usual when they play against City, because I think managers are looking at City now when they do the pre-match, tactical analysis, saying we can get at this City team, we can try and go here and win. Whereas before it was like, we're not going to win, let's just hold on, and then we'll counter-attack them. Now they're actually trying to play them. And Haaland's getting a lot. Literally, he was through on goal. At Dortmund when he was through on goal all the time, and he made that. He's about 5 times a game he does that now.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think that's why, and I think that's why he'll probably have such an amazing season. I'm personally, because they got cut open a few times against Everton, which is mad.
But I don't think Everton are that bad.
They're not that bad, but what I'm saying is they're still defensively not great.
Yeah.
City. And I just don't think that Haaland and Donnarumma are going to be enough for them to win the league. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that. I think they need more than just, like you say. I think if Haaland gets injured or Donnarumma, he won't, because he's a world-class goalkeeper, but if he has a bad patch and lets in a couple of goals and loses confidence or whatever, I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I think they need more. Foden needs to kick on. Rodri needs to get back to his best. And the defence needs to be a lot more solid.
Their squad just isn't very deep either.
No,
weirdly.
It's not.
It's so weird for a City team. But you look at their bench sometimes, you're like...
I'm wondering if it's about the charges, because they've not... I know they spent... to be fair, you can't say that though, because they spent loads of money. I just don't think they spent it well. Cherky and Reinders and...
They're good players, but...
They're okay, but I just... It's not really fully 100% click for them, I don't think, at the minute either. Basically, we're just Arsenal are going to run away with the league, I think.
Well, I think all the top teams are kind of in transition a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to all blend in new players, so it's kind of weird. Like, we're not... It's maybe too early to tell.
So my current strikers ranking at the minute, I don't know if you'd agree with this, is Haaland first, Voltemida second, Mateta third, Isak and Ekitike. I actually think Ekitike is better than Isak at the minute, and Gyökeres.
Okay, I'd probably go Haaland, and then I'd go Isak, and then I'd go...
based on current form? Surely not.
Current form, well, but the thing is, like, with Voltemada, very small sample size, he looks like a good player, don't get me wrong, but,
he looks class.
He could... Yeah, but he...
I know, I'm talking about on current form.
Oh, on current
You're
form?
just ruining this podcast.
Baby.
On current form. Well, you didn't say that, did you? You said my striker rankings. I don't know, it's probably similar anyway, to be honest. Gyökeres is the worst right now, yeah. Gyökeres stinks.
Yeah, he stinks.
Fuck you now.
No, he doesn't. He's fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyone else you want to talk about? You want to talk about little Trossard, or do you want to talk about our defence? I mean, our defence is actually ridiculous. And it's annoying that we haven't won a title, because they would easily be the best defensive partnership the Premier League's ever seen if we just won a title or two.
Yeah, I think...
That's what's pissing me off.
I think is your mic even working? Hello? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it just.
Why does it
it's
not?
Just dodgy.
No, it is.
I don't know.
I think it's I think it's your voice compared to mine. Mine's like I don't know if it's different settings or something. I have no idea.
Fucking know. It just sounds a bit weird, but
I know what you
whatever.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been the victim. I've been fucking set up.
What the fuck are you doing?
I thought that was baby.
It was on me.
Fucking hell.
It's embarrassing.
It really is.
Hot. I need to take this. I'm getting too hot. Okay.
Yeah, it is hot in here, isn't it?
Fucking
Fucking hell, it's these
hot and
fucking lights,
toasty.
mate.
Is the heating on?
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think so.
Right, let's just.
No. So what
sorry,
were you
get back on
talking
track.
about?
Let's have a megapod. Let's do it.
No, I'm not having a megapod. I want to go to bed. What were you talking about anyway?
No, I feel like I'm not trying to be. Can I just say I'm not trying to be like one of these people that's just football's. We're thinking too kind of basic about football, or everyone's too mean online about football players. But I do think that
This moment in time.
at this moment in time, thanks Gary, that people just think about football to
What are you going on about?
basically like they're just it's not moved on. Move on. We don't need strikers. Why do we need strikers anymore?
Right. So right, relegation battle. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, right, good.
Sunderland won against Wolves and Burnley won against Leeds. It's funny speaking about a relegation battle because Sunderland aren't in a relegation battle. They're actually in a
Flying.
battle for top 10. I don't know what you make of Sunderland and the relegation battle, but yeah,
I'm
what do you
loving
what
Sunderland.
do you think?
Yeah, if like when on the match of the day when I go home after work and I load up match of the day, Sunderland are the team that I'm excited to watch.
Yeah.
I actually am I think it's the Xhaka effect. I like the coach. Stadium light. Also, they've had a fucking rough couple of years, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, you know, let
Yeah,
them
I mean,
enjoy it.
let's be honest, Sunderland till I die. That was a hard watch.
Christ. Yeah,
Jesus.
not my proudest tug.
It's a disgrace.
Sorry.
What the hell? Right, I think this has gone completely off the rails at the minute. So, okay, the next
Right.
game we're going to talk about.
No. Sunderland. I just want to say that they're really good, and Xhaka's class.
Yeah,
and,
I think that's all I've got to say
Is
on
that
it.
all you got to say?
Yeah,
Alright, fair enough.
pretty much. Because what I was going to say is that I think it's really impressive that Bournemouth and Crystal Palace have only lost one game this season. I think that is like testament
Kind of mental,
to
isn't it?
yeah, one game this season. Like Liverpool have lost 3 games now. So yeah, I think it's just a huge testament to how well the clubs are run, the managers and the squads that they've got, and I think they've done such a good job. And it's so nice to see like those teams taking the place of your Man Uniteds, your Spurs now, and your Villas, and I'll discount Villa in that, but your Spurs and your Chelsea. I'm not saying they're taking their place, but they're competing with them for European spots, which I think is really refreshing. Before it was like you had your big 6. Remember that whole thing? It was fucking annoying. It was like the big 6.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore. That literally does not exist
yeah.
anymore.
I mean, you have-
and it still does in terms of money, but I don't think like Forest, for example, 5th last year. Like it's not really, it's the big fucking 15, and then do you know what I mean? It's
They're all quite big.
it's a super. Yeah, they're all quite big now.
You know, and that's exciting. It's
yeah.
it's just better to watch.
It
Like,
is.
It is a lot more interesting. Everyone's good as well. Like, it's not just me being an Arsenal fan that says, "Oh, the league's a lot harder," but I do think it is. I think it's much harder to win. I think, and even the players say this. Every game is hard. Like, I don't think there's a single easy game in the Premier League right now.
There's not.
I mean, even Scotty Parker's Burnley, you know, Leeds battered them, and Burnley still beat them. Like, you can just get punished if you're off it a bit. If you miss that chance, if you let in, you know, a goal,
You'll get punished.
you'll get found out.
You'll get punished.
And Liverpool being found out. I honestly, sorry, let's go back to Liverpool. Honestly,
Oh my
fraud.
Right, so that's it. So your hot take is Arne Slot is a fraud.
Do you not think so though?
I don't know. You just said it.
Arne Slot's a bit of a fraud because he inherited the Klopp squad, did nothing with it. They played the football.
What? Nothing with it. They won the league.
No, I mean he didn't change it.
Right. Okay. He changed it a bit though. He did, Josh.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
The squad.
No, he changed
team.
the way they play slightly. It wasn't
Yeah.
as gung ho, was it?
Fucking is now.
I know. He's gone back to that.
Yeah, he went, that worked. Let's scrap it.
He's come in. This is what I don't get. He's come in, took over Klopp's squad, didn't do anything to it, did not touch it. Got the best out of Salah, had his best season ever. The midfield was great. What's up?
No, I'll let you finish and put my hand up so you know.
Fuck me. You've completely derailed this. And then, yeah, I've lost my train of thought.
I think, right, no one's speaking about the fact that they've lost Trent, who's arguably...
I'm rapidly falling out of love with football.
He's arguably one of the best players in the world. I'm not even taking the piss. And they lost him, and no one's really speaking about it. But he clearly has had an impact.
Yeah.
Because they brought in two absolute D-doids.
I think they've had a shit show.
The flank.
They've had an absolute shit show. I think, they've had a shit show transfer window. It seemed on paper really exciting, but they've not really thought. I don't know who's the thought man behind this. But if it's Slot, he's a fraud. Yeah. Because what he's done here, he's messed it up. He's gone in, because you ruined my trailer for. He's gone in and took a Klopp side that were already established but needed a bit of tweaking, and he tweaked it. He slowed it down a bit. He made it more controlled, and they won the league easily. Got the best ever season out of Salah, and then in the summer he went, fuck this, and then he just literally got rid of like loads of. I know some of the people. Obviously, Trent went to Madrid and that, but then he just went. Oh, I'm going to play like Klopp did now and just throw everyone forward.
No, but
what's he doing?
Klopp didn't even do that. He's not doing. He didn't do this.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing. Sorry, I spoke about that. I had to get off my chest because I don't think.
Yeah, it's fine.
I needed to say it.
It wasn't me who said it though.
What the fuck is that?
I didn't say that Sloth was a fraud. It wasn't me.
What the fuck is that?
It's good, isn't it?
It's podcast. Right. Fuck this episode.
Anyway, what was your take? What was your take anyway? What was your take?
What about?
Just about, I don't know what.
What's your football take of the week? Well, this is what I've learned. What I've learned from this week is that Wolves are really shit. Tottenham are average, and
God, this has been
I think
crap.
we could win the league. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's move on.
Let's have some structure.
So I going back. So Bournemouth 3, Crystal Palace 3. We talked about that. What a game that was. To be honest, I think that's nearly the end of the podcast.
Fuck yeah. It's been the worst one we've ever done.
Yeah, it's your fault. You literally single-handedly derailed it.
You fucking pissed me off. Let's get back on track.
No, there's no track. We've talked about everything.
No, we haven't yet. Have we?
Yeah. Everything's done. Well, I've got done. Unless you've got anything else you want to talk about. Sorry, people. Bear with us.
Oh, yeah. We could have a nice general chit-chat. Let's round it up. So, obviously, we started the podcast talking about United and Liverpool.
I just want to say, actually, just before we do this, we are starting a new segment on the Armchair podcast where you can send in your questions and be featured on the soundboard. Think about it. This could be your voice.
That's how desperately they wanted to get rid of him.
And I know how desperate you are to be featured on the Armchair podcast. So do send in your voice note. Send in your questions to @the_Armchair podcast on Instagram to be featured on the Armchair podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah, come on.
So we've been submitted.
You've got a really terrible take.
We've been submitted a question.
So we don't know it's you.
We've been submitted a question by me, which is just to finish it off because we had United Liverpool this week, and let's just talk about just a light-hearted one about the worst and best fixtures in the Premier League and what's underrated and overrated.
Fucking hell, you go first on that one. That sounds exciting.
Worst fixture or most overrated fixture in the league. The Merseyside derby is literally shit. I don't watch it ever. I'm not interested in it at all. Quite frankly, it is crap. And I do not care.
About what?
About the Merseyside derby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think many people do, to be honest.
Right. United Liverpool. What do you reckon about that?
And apart from today's game, I think it's quite overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the 7-0 Liverpool?
I think the best derby by far is Spurs-Arsenal.
Fucking hell.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do, yeah.
It really does. I'd agree. I think it's been a bit crap the last season or two, though. I think they've been like 1-0, 1-0. I mean, they're just shit too as well. We battered them. Well,
check this out for a conspiracy theory comment. TikTok on Time commented, I genuinely think, this is about Isak to Liverpool, I genuinely think they did it to stop Newcastle. In 2023, they took Liverpool's CL spot, and in 2025, they've won the Carabao. The fuck does that mean?
what the fuck does that
mean? Paul says, too many players wanting to be top dog at clubs now. But yeah, true. What happened to it being a team sport? But all about money now. Cheers, Paul.
All about money now.
Fucking hell.
Newcastle. This is great delusion from Josh Kelly here. Josh Kelly 827 comments. Liverpool knew Newcastle had their beating and had to get Isak to stop Newcastle. And that is 100%
the truth.
It's the truth.
That has to be true. That is how Liverpool. That's how Newcastle and Liverpool. That's how Liverpool did their transfer policy. Like, how the fuck do we stop Newcastle?
Huge take here from BCJ 2023. Nice to see someone not slate Darwin Nunez for a change. There was a reason why Salah loved playing with Nunez, because he did all the donkey work and dragged defenders for Salah to do the rest. Darwin sacrificed a lot of his own game for the team.
Fair play. I love a striker that does a lot of donkey work. And to be fair, Gyökeres, he wins that ball so much.
He does.
It gets me emotional. And he does a lot of donkey work. And my point is, yeah, it's all right having a sexy name up front, Liverpool. Get Isak to stop Newcastle. We know what you tried to do. But ultimately, does he do the donkey work? No.
Someone's also rattled as well. We've got Matt here as well. Matt says,
he's been clutch at Arsenal, winning major trophies such as...
Absolutely triggered. And this is about Havertz.
Okay. I mean, to be fair,
got a comment here from Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, what's he saying?
Havertz comes back in at centre forward and he will take us back to the top level up front. Jesus Christ.
Delusional. You're delusional.
This guy absolutely hates us, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll disguise his voice because this guy...
Garbage take. Only settled positions are centre-backs and goalkeeper because they rely on partnerships. Everyone else can and should be played depending on opposition.
What a load of bollocks.
Yeah, that is.
What a load of bollocks that is.
And then you commented, no, I think you should just play your best players, i.e. why Haaland, Saka, Salah never get dropped. Arteta generally, from here, Dan Metcalf, Arteta generally does play most of his best 11 most of the time and just changes up a couple of positions each game. I don't know what he's on about. And then this guy, he replied to you, you just play your best players because they're normally versatile to be used against multiple types of opposition. What? You do not want to have wanted...
This fucking light's going off like a cell.
Oh, no, I don't know what's going on. You do not want to have... You don't want to wanted Saka to start versus Port Vale and probably called for a rotation last season. So how does that hold up to your opening line, Josh?
Fucking hell, he's done me there, to be fair.
I triggered some people as well talking about Slot against Klopp.
Okay.
I basically said that
Klopp is a fraud.
Before you on TikTok.
Klopp or Slot?
Sorry. Slot, just to say.
Well, Klopp's a bit of a fraud because he didn't win anything.
Yeah.
He won,
got a comment here from Iggs. Triggered people here, this one.
Liverpool benefited immensely by the Arsenal injury crisis, got absolutely exposed on every competition, and had very favourable initial matches this season.
Jesus Christ. To be fair, he might be right.
He's been battered from pillar to post, that one, but...
And then Mark Trem Jones with an interesting take, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
So he says...
They ain't slot signings, as he ain't a manager. He's a coach.
You think that's crazy? He didn't reply.
Fucking hell.
What do you think about that? Do you think they're slot signings or not?
It's not Slot's money, is it? So they're not really. Yeah, it's not. He didn't fucking buy him personally, did he? So no.
This is an interesting take from Groovy Gravy.
Come on, man. The revisionism is so daft. You would do judo at half-time and win games. You win the most games, you're the best team.
I don't know what he's doing judo for half time.
What was that in reference to? What the fuck's he on about?
Fucking hell. This guy's wrote a novel.
Arteta might have done judo in the dressing room.
This is a mad take.
No, don't do a voice for this one.
No, I won't. Slot did well in games. He made tactical changes in half time that changed the game to Liverpool's favour, as well as subs. I know. Nothing new there, really. Most teams were off it, which helped. Their problem, really, Liverpool did the right thing to keep going strong for as long as they did. I think he's trying things out, and it's obviously not working. Players not playing in roles that fulfills their talents, or in a certain case I've noticed, playing Gravenberch as an 8, where we all know he wants to play, resulting in no real DM in the team.
I've said this.
I think he has to go back to the basics from last season and work from there. Ridiculous that people are already calling for him to be sacked. What?
What?
Although that's a small but very loud minority. You're getting sacked in the morning.
I've not heard it that loud. Oh, no, maybe. I've heard of some people, to be fair, saying he's out of his depth.
That's mad.
I'm hearing people saying he's out of his depth.
That's mad. He's not out of his depth. That's fucking crazy. He literally won the league last season. But was that all Klopp? Was that the ghost of Klopp? We're not sure.
Makes you think, what did Newcastle know, and how, what did Liverpool do to stop them? Because you can't think... What you have to realise is that Liverpool apparently make their entire decisions based on what Newcastle are doing.
Exactly.
So we can only understand what Slot thinks if you really track what Eddie Howe and Newcastle are doing. So
this podcast has been an absolute shit show.
I've enjoyed it.
But it is... Basically, we're going to end it there, I think. I just want to relive this moment one last time before we do.
Back in by Fernandes.
That noise. What is this noise? Listen carefully.
Back in by Fernandes.
But yeah, basically, yeah. Thanks for so much for watching. Please submit your questions for the next episode, because you can be featured. And we do like the questions. If not, we'll just read them on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for listening. Apologies for the.
I'm sorry.
The weird name.
I fucked this up.
You should apologise.
Listen,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, you have to just take it on the chin.
Disgrace.
It's the nature of the business, but next week we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. All right, see you guys, and
Thanks
have a lovely Monday or Tuesday evening.